The Seahawks enter today's match with an overall record of 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw, while the visiting Bison currently stand at 3 wins and 1 loss thus far into their 2021 campaign. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors of Nichols College. At back, a senior from Riverhead, New York, number 5, Vinny Cattuso. At midfield, a graduate student from Watertown, Connecticut, number 6, Nick Cancelaro.
What's their mascot?
At forward, a sophomore from Oakville, Connecticut, number 11, Myron Giusufi. At defense, a sophomore from Millbury, Mass, number 14, Cody Bohannon. In defense, a sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 15, Katie Ratcliffe. At back, a senior from Sterling, Mass, number 16, Matt Rainsford. At forward, a senior from Northborough, Mass, number 17, Nicholas McGrath. At back, a freshman from Oxford, Mass, number 20, William Carney. At midfield, a junior from Plainville, Connecticut, number 21, John Christie. At forward, a senior from Medellin, Colombia, number 22, Axel Ariza Bonacour. And in the goal, a freshman from Leominster, Mass, number 1, Franco Barreto Santana. The Bison are coached by Chris Trania. He is assisted by Henri Gomet and Leon Lopez. And now for your Salve Regina Seahawks. At back, a senior from London, England, number 5, team captain, James Dean. In midfield, a sophomore from Almonte Springs, Florida, number 7, Alejandro Quiroz. In midfield, a senior from Fall Park, New York, number 8, team captain, Richard Ventura. At striker, a graduate student from Colchester, Connecticut, number 10, team captain, Jacob Guerrera. In midfield, a 5'11 junior from Westfield, Mass, number 11, Sam Wynarski. At back, a graduate student from Waldwick, New Jersey, number 19, team captain, Casey Kelly. At back, a junior from North Andover, Mass, number 20, Nathan Constantino. At back, a sophomore from Andover, Mass, number 22, Evan Arpin. In midfield, a sophomore from Milford, Mass, number 24, Jordan Borges. At striker, a senior from Stoughton, Mass, number 27, Alessandro Ogiano. And in goal, a senior from Magnolia, Delaware, number 1, Nathan Reed. The Seahawks are coached by Craig O'Rourke II, who is in his 15th season at Salve Regina. He is assisted by Jonathan DaCosta and Brian Bradley. The referee for today's match is Mr. Carlos Amato. The assistant referees are Mr. Andres Castro and Mr. Gregory Gomes. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise Gentlemen, remove all hats and hoods and direct your attention across the field and behind the team benches so that we may honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Salve Regina University puts its highest priority on promoting good sportsmanship. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Verbal abuse such as profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed toward officials, student athletes, coaches, or athletic department personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you for supporting Salve Regina University athletics. NCAA Division III student athletes are committed to the concept of sportsmanship and demonstrating respect toward all participants, which includes fair play, taking responsibility for one's actions, and representing the spirit of Division III intercollegiate athletics. Salve Regina University encourages both teams, fans, coaches, and referees to help us in promoting this philosophy. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game.
You, Dad, what is your profession? I'm a papa. And you, Arcadia, what is your profession? Stop that, sir.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the broadcast. Today we have a soccer match, men's soccer, Nichols College against Salve Regina University. Today's event takes place at historic Toppa Field in Newport, Rhode Island. On camera, we have Jenny Silva, and then my guest, my partner for broadcast will be Ed Habershaw.
Hello, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm doing great, Ed. How are you?
Before we go any further, let's wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
You turned 21 yesterday?
Yep, big 21.
Outstanding. And in 3 days from today, my son turns 21. So you and he are just 4 days apart.
Wow, that's crazy.
In 2000, September
Wow.
2000. Well, do you remember the 21st night of September? Jenny does. Jenny knows that Earth, Wind, and Fire song, as does Karen Habershaw. So I'll wish him an early happy birthday. Wish Jeremy Gutierrez a happy birthday. And we've got a great game. It's the first Commonwealth Coast Conference men's soccer action on the season for the Seahawks and the Bison. So I appreciate Jeremy taking time away from his family who was up visiting from the New York, New Jersey area. Wishing him a happy birthday this weekend.
So just before kickoff, weather today at Toppa Field, 74 degrees, and it is pretty sunny out.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous day out here. Earlier today on Reynolds Field on the campus of Salve Regina University, the Bison and Seahawks met in soccer as well. It was a women's soccer contest, first CCC matchup of the year for those teams as well. And it was Salve Regina with a second-half goal from Haley Dubioso, a junior from North Salem, New York, scoring the game's only goal, a 1-0 win for Salve Regina. Mia Papero, a graduate student, had the assist on the game winner. So the Seahawk women's soccer team 1-0 in Commonwealth Coast Conference play. Starting keepers for both sides here. First, the Bison, who are going from left to right on your screen. Franco Beretta Santana, a freshman from Leominster, Massachusetts. His opponent on the opposite side is a senior Nathan Reed from Magnolia, Delaware. Nathan's wearing his pink goaltender uniform, representing Salve Regina University. Nichols in green and gray on the road uniforms. Salve in white.
The two teams have met 33 times before prior to today's match. The Seahawks hold an impressive 23-8-2 record, and the Seahawks have taken the past 5 games against the Bison.
It's 5 meetings in a row. They did not meet in 2020 due to COVID, the cancellation of the entire fall schedule, and winter for that matter. So this is the first CCC game since Salve Regina University won the 2019 conference championship. On this very field, Toppa Field. I believe we'll have a goal kick or a throw-in for the Bison down in the corner. I mean, a corner kick.
Nick Cancelario with the kick.
That goes to the far post, out deep.
A collection of headers just misses. Good effort by the Bison. Just come up a little bit short.
Oh, a collection of headers. Yeah, I think I saw Axel Areza Bettencourt in there. He's a senior from Medellin, Colombia. James Davies settles the ball to the ground, taps it back to Nathan Cosentino, who goes in reverse before kicking it over midfield. That gets knocked out of bounds by the Bison in front of the Seahawk bench. Cosentino will step up for the throw-in. Seahawks are coached by Craig O'Rourke II in his 15th season at the helm of Salve Regina men's soccer. That includes 2 Commonwealth Coast Conference championships, 2012 and 2019. 19 was the last championship season for the CCC in men's soccer. So, Seahawks are the defending Commonwealth Coast Conference champions. Just like Jeremy Gutierrez's Salve Regina baseball team.
Yes, yes indeed.
Back-to-back champions in 2019 and 2020.
Looking to be 2021 as well.
That would be a three-peat for Jeremy, as he's in his 3rd year with the Seahawks. That rolls out for a Nathan Reed goal kick. We're in the 6th minute of this contest. No score. We can bring you scores from other games around the CCC, especially with men's soccer.
And a strong right foot from Reed sends the ball right back to the other side of the field. Salve regains possession in midfield.
Jeremy, in 2019 in a night game, I believe it was a non-conference game for the Seahawks, Nathan Reed scored a goal with a kick just like that in that same direction.
Wow.
It was a powerful kick, and sometimes you got to get lucky, and it was a good bounce for him, but he delivered the kick that went the length of the field.
Wow. That kick did seem like a bullet. It was right on the line.
Evan Arpit loses it over the Bison end line, so it'll be a goal kick for Areza Betancourt. Hear the sound of a small aircraft in the vicinity of Toppa Field, which is right behind the International Tennis Hall of Fame on Bellevue Avenue in downtown Newport, Rhode Island. I believe we have a foul out there.
And Toppa Field, also home of the Salve Regina girls softball team.
And Salve football. The Seahawks are on the road this weekend. Left yesterday for Montclair, New Jersey. They're facing the Red Hawks of Montclair State. At halftime, Salve Regina had a 7-0 lead. That cross was punched away by the Bison goalkeeper. As Jordan Borges sends a ground ball wide of the net.
All the way back to that brick wall, sending the ball keeper a long distance to get that one.
Borges battling with Vinny Gattuso and then sending it downfield. Borges again shields Gattuso from that ball that goes wide. Seahawk throw in for Cosentino. Into Ogiano. Ogiano looking to turn. He gets a kickoff, but it deflects up in the air and into the hands. No harm or threat for the Bison goalkeeper.
And that was a strong left foot by Ale.
In the last game against a conference opponent on this field 2 years ago, it was Ogiano scoring 2 goals in the championship game against Endicott College. The third goal, which was the winner in the second overtime, became a Gulls' own goal against themselves. So Ogiano was in the vicinity, but he admitted later on that it was not his goal. Credit goes to Endicott for giving the Seahawks that championship. 2 goals in regulation for Ogiano that forced the overtime. Salve trailed 1-0 and 2-1. But a pair of goals from Ogiano made it a double overtime contest.
And we will see if he can have another big game today.
With the ball now is Ogiano. Knocks it off a Bison defender. Winiarski picks it up for the throw. He'll leave it for Casey Kelly. And now Jacob Guerra sends it to Alec Quiros. Quiros kick, sails wide, a header, and almost a nice return cross. So Ogiano with the initial header. Winiarski crossed it. Just missing Ogiano getting up from his earlier header. Nothing was on goal with those shot attempts, but just crossing in front as Quiros sees that go over the end line. Another goal kick for Nichols College. In men's soccer action today, Roger Williams defeated Wentworth Institute of Technology. The Hawks were hosting up the road in Bristol, Rhode Island. That was a 4-3 final. Wentworth led 2-1 at the half, but 3 second-half goals for Roger Williams put them on top 4-3. 3 other games in men's soccer action, including this one. Western New England with a 1-0 lead over the University of New England. That game is in Springfield on the campus of the Golden Bears, as the Bison send that out of play into the bleachers. Now Guerra will dance in front. He sends a shot in, low. Knocked down and then picked up by the Bison goalkeeper. And then Suffolk University, in their first action as members of the Commonwealth Coast Conference, hosting Gordon College. It's scoreless in the first half up in Boston, Massachusetts, as the Rams host the Fighting Scots of Gordon College. Welcome to the Rams on their debut as members of the CCC in men's soccer. That follows an earlier women's game between the Rams and the Fighting Scots. Casey Kelly sends it down to Ogiano. He's got 2 Bison on him. Goes out of bounds off of the Bison. And that is Cody Bohannon, a sophomore from Millbury, Massachusetts. Borges, with his back to a defender, sends it back to Casey Kelly. Over to James Davies. Davies in the midfield, right at center. Sends it straight ahead, looking for Kuros. Now heads it back. This one will come all the way to Nathan Reed as he instructs Casey Kelly to let it go. He picks it up and then moves to the center of his box before rolling it out in front. So now he can come as far as he wants, because it's no hands.
Taking his time. Salve is showing great chemistry so far in the early game.
As Borges goes up for a header, then finishes on the carpet. There'll be a foul on Nichols there. So Salve's in deep Bison territory. Setting it up will be Jordan Borges, as Ventura and Davies will be behind, but some of our tallest players, including Casey Kelly, come up hoping for our action up high.
I'll tell you, turf pellets were flying everywhere on that last play.
That's at a good height for Casey Kelly. He heads it, and it goes into the side of the net.
Good positioning, but just slightly off on that one. Good effort by Kelly.
He had a good spot put there by Jordan Borges, too. Guerra collects it off of Ventura. And now Winarski to Borges.
The slide tackle gets that one away.
Nice poke
Bison
away
in
by
possession.
John Christie. Christie, a junior from Plainville, Connecticut. Cosentino up ahead to Ogiano. His kick is good! Goal! Salve Regina! Ogiano with the goal.
And a goal scored by number 27, Alessandro Ogiano. From number 20,
That goal coming
Constantino.
with 30 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half.
That is Ale's first goal of the season. Body language looking good for the Seahawks right now. And a little shove by Kelly.
What goal number of that on the air was it for Ogiano?
That was his first.
Ooh. That coming in the 15th minute of this contest. A 1-0 lead for Salve Regina, who now are guilty of a foul just outside of their box. That kick off the foot of Nicholas McGrath sails high. McGrath, a senior from Northborough, Massachusetts. Ogiano with his first goal of 2021. He was the team's leading scorer in 2019. Now officially in the books with a goal score. Off the left foot of Ivan Arpin. It goes high and wide as Jacob Guerra noticed him out of the corner of his eye having a lot more of an open shot. Let that cross go through him. To Arpin.
Man, he'll be kicking himself later for that one. Good opportunity by the Seahawks.
Winarski settling. Looking for Arpin on the cross, but it's picked off by Matt Rainsford, senior from Sterling, Mass. And we're going to have a clock stoppage here.
James McGrath takes the fall. Still down. Seems to be all right.
I think there was a yellow card issued. Did you see who he gave it to?
I did not.
Is it Ogiano who's having a conversation? Was there a substitution there as well? The lob into the box from Ratcliffe. Excuse me, Christie. Out of bounds on the far corner. It'll be a throw-in for Nichols College.
And Constantino tried to save that one, but it went out just by about an inch.
Cross. Nice stop by Richie Ventura. Volleying the ball. Borges with the header up ahead to Ogiano. He sends it to Arpin. Arpin comes back across the middle. Then up ahead to Borges. He spies Guerra, who has a nice touch for it. It's picked up by Areza Bettencourt. Kelly sends it the other way. Winarski able to head that in the direction of Quiros. Quiros slides it up to head to Borges. Borges into the slot for Ogiano. Now Borges running into traffic. It's cleared out of bounds by the Bison.
Ogiano seemed to get tripped up there.
Now Guerra on the throw in from Evan Arpin. Arpin back to him. Near the sideline. Sends it back to Cosentino. The long feed. Intercepted by Areza Betancourt. His punt is coming towards out of bounds. That'll be a Seahawk throw in. Kelly's inbounds pass intercepted by John Christie. I've been calling the Bison goalkeeper by the name of number 22, Areza Betancourt. It's actually number 1, Barreto Santana. My apologies to Barreto Santana. He's been doing all the work between the pipes for Nichols College.
Freshman out there, too. Quite impressive.
He's got a 2-1 mark on the season. Bison are 3-1 overall. One of Barreto Santana's wins is a shutout victory as he lifts that high near sideline. Casey Kelly is able to redirect it with a header. Borges suddenly getting attention. Now Rich Ventura up ahead. Winiarski catching up to it in the corner, knocking it off of the Bison. It'll be a Seahawk corner kick. And Jordan Borges will set it for the Seahawks. Winiarski moving deep into the box, near the goalkeeper. I think Ogiano was able to get a header on it first, wasn't able to direct it towards the goal. James Davies from the center. They'll cross it over to Rich Ventura, Seahawk senior captain from Floral Park, New York. Guerra with some space, left foot, wide.
Man, from the press box, that looked good, but just a couple of feet wide to the left.
We have our first substitutions. If you can write those down.
Number 30, Nathan Solomon, and number 18, Braden LeClaire.
Nathan Salomon, a freshman from West Springfield, Mass., has just entered the game, along with number 18, Brendan LeClaire. He's also a freshman from Cumberland, Rhode Island.
The northern part of the state. We are in the southeastern part of Rhode Island, in Newport, Rhode Island.
And the Seahawks trying to get the ref's attention.
Nice aggressive pickup by Nathan Reed.
When you go that far out, you got to be aggressive.
Yeah, can't be caught in the middle. Offsides on Salve as Jordan Borges was trying to reverse direction. Under 21 minutes remaining in first half action. Salve Regina with a 1-0 lead. A goal by Alessandro Ogiano, his first of 2021. The leading goal scorer from 2019, a championship season for Seahawks. Gets his first goal in game number 6. Correction, game number 7. First conference game of the year. Another substitution for the Bison.
For Nichols, number 3, Ethan Gosper.
3 for 17.
Ethan Gosper, a 5'9" sophomore from Danielson, Connecticut.
That town always reminds me of the Karate Kid.
Great movie.
A great TV series, too, on, I forget, it might have been Netflix, Cobra Kai.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely outstanding. Because the same actors from the original Karate Kid came back and played their roles as grown-ups. I always enjoyed seeing the actor that plays Johnny Lawrence
So if you're looking for some
on
Netflix...
How I Met Your Mother.
Yes, yes.
He was Barney Stinson's favorite hero. Because Stinson always thought the Ralph Macchio's character was not the hero of Karate Kid. That deflects off of
Ogiano, I believe.
Ogiano, I guess. Yeah, his motion towards this way let us know that it was off of him. Otherwise, he would have been saying that should be a corner kick.
Man, screw going to the gym and running on a treadmill. All you have to do is sign up to collect the balls. Get kicked out of bounds.
Right. Jenny Silva's done that on a couple of occasions. Gets her workout in on the day. She's a thrower for the Salve Regina track and field team. And now she's a camera operator for this broadcast. We've got a foul there. Nathan Reed will do the free kick for Salve Regina. He gets to set it up at the 20-yard marker, which is technically the 25-yard, since the goal is 5 yards deep in a football end zone.
110 yards in total for the whole field.
Cosentino heads that on one bounce to Reed. Reed will deliver a punt, but then he fools us and rolls it outside of his box for a drop kick. Casey Kelly gets away from two Bison defenders, or attackers in that case. But Christie was able to stop his advance. And Braden LeClaire sends it into the corner for Ethan Gosper. It rolls out of bounds. Nathan Cosentino with a Seahawk throw in. But before that, we'll have a substitution. Mike Manusis in for Evan Arpin.
Mike Manusis, a 5'8" junior from Westfield, Connecticut.
Entering the game for Salve Regina, number 17, Michael Manusis.
A little back and forth between Guerra
and that one sails out of bounds. Bison possession. Now would be a good time to take a look around the CCC conference, the Commonwealth Coast Conference. There are 40 events taking place today. Salve Regina, Suffolk, and Western New England all host men's soccer at 3 p.m. Roger Williams and Wentworth started at noon. Endicott and Curry meet Friday night in Beverly. And Nichols has the best win percentage, which is .750 entering today's men's soccer game. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they've played just 4 games. Salve's played 6, but Nichols is 3-1. All non-league prior to today. So it really doesn't matter. It all comes down to conference play.
It sure does.
I know the University of New England field hockey team was 2-3 entering its game with Salve Regina today at Gaudet Field in Middletown. The Nor'easters at 2-3. They came in playing 4 straight games against top 20 teams in the nation in Division III. That includes number 1 Middlebury. They had a win over number 20 MIT. That's an impressive schedule to get yourself ready for conference play.
That is quite impressive. It's kind of like my Mets schedule in September. Not too good.
The chip in. Nathan Reed gets it on a hop. Is that chip in from Matt Rainsford? Reed will roll it over to Nathan Costantino. Nate and Nate. Costantino has it deflect off the back of a Bison. And Davies heads it to Nathan Reed, who had to keep an eye on Myron Jusufi, a sophomore from Oakville, Connecticut. Reed's punt towards the sideline on the far side. In play for Manusis. Back to Costantino, over to Borges. Ventura able to keep it alive. Borges stays on his feet. Now crosses over to Guerra. Guerra stops and then changes direction. And then knocked away for a Seahawk throw-in. Seahawk substitution and a Bison substitution.
Entering the match for Nichols, number 4, Colby Knight. Entering the match for Salve Regina, number 12, Ethan David.
David in for the Seahawks. Replacing Manusis, who takes his seat after a short action.
Colby Knight getting some action for the Bisons. Sophomore from Peterborough, New Hampshire.
Now Borges battling one-on-one. Nice slide tackle for Ratcliffe, but he's unable to clear. Quiros has a good deflection. Ogiano trying to volley it to himself, and it rolls. It'll be a corner kick for Salve Regina. Far corner, it'll be Ethan David to set it up for the Seahawks.
Ethan David, the first freshman to enter the game for the Seahawks.
He's had some starts on the season. And he quickly touches it to Jordan Borges. Play is underway. Left foot from David. Costantino with the attempt, and that left-footed shot by Ethan David just wide.
And that is correct. David has 4 starts, and today is our 7th match of the season. And he has a goal to go along with that.
Substitution for Nichols College. Looks like 24 for 15.
Nichols, number 24, Andrew Skoronek.
Skoronek, a sophomore from Summers, Connecticut. Costantino chasing it in the corner with Ethan Gosper. Seahawks get the throw in. Substitutions first. 2 for Seahawks.
Entering the match
Zeke
for Salve
Menendez.
Regina, number 9, Zeke Menendez. Number 18, Nolan Pena.
And Nolan Pena. 9 and 18 in the game, 24 and 10 out.
Nolan Pena, the second freshman to enter the game for Salve, and he is from Marshfield, Massachusetts. And then Zeke Mendez, sophomore from Avon, Connecticut.
Borges and Guerra getting some rest in the first half as we're under 10 minutes remaining.
And Zeke doing some action as soon as he enters the game.
Seahawks scoring in the 15th minute of this contest. Have the 1-0 lead. Head coach for the Bison is Chris Traina. He attended Keene State College. He's in his 17th season with the Bison. His assistants are Henry Gilmet and Leon Lopez.
I was talking with the Bison head coach prior to this game. Very nice man. Seems like he runs his program very well.
On a beautiful day in Newport, Rhode Island, both coaches are in short sleeves and shorts on their respective sidelines, enjoying the weather in Newport, Rhode Island. Cody Bohannon goes down along with Alec Quiroz, and the foul will be called after the official sees Salve getting possession.
I believe that was on number 7.
Yeah, that'll be on Quiroz.
Number 7 and number 14 on the Bison getting in a little mix-up.
A lot of times the official waits to see if there's an advantage gained or not gained before blowing that whistle. And since Salve got possession of it,
we have another whistle.
Yeah, that ball rolled out of bounds, so Winiarski can't advance it until Kelly's throw-in. Pena deflects it off of Bison to Barreto Santana. Both goalkeepers wearing number 1 for their respective teams. And that'll be a Bison foul.
The American flag has settled down now. Earlier, before about 10 minutes prior, it was waving. So the wind has calmed down here at Toppa Field.
Costantino with the free kick. Ogiano with the flick and then gets it back. Tries to bounce it to Winiarski. Seahawks will have a throw-in. Further up the field. Ogiano.
The nice behind-the-back pass.
Slides it back to Pena. Ventura up. Oh. Quiroz loses his footing. Now Costantino has to split between Gosper and Knight. And that rolls out of bounds for a Seahawk goal kick. Under 6:20 remaining in the first half. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Nathan Reed will set it down on the goal line for the goal kick. Touches his right post. Delivers the kick out to midfield. Ventura and LeClaire. Menendez trying to get it ahead. Davies rolls it up to Ogiano, but it's Ethan David back to Casey Kelly. Kelly right to Skowronek. Now James Davies over to David. It's going to sail towards the Bison sideline, and Costantino will let it bounce out for his throw-in. We'll have a substitution. 25, John Reichert in for Kuros.
Entering the match for Salve Regina, number 25, John Reichert.
John Reichert, a junior from Bordentown in New Jersey.
Seahawks throw-in moves further downfield. Cosentino in front of his bench. Menendez settles it with a chest. Reichert gets his first touch. And Ventura deflects it off of the Bison for another throw-in.
Braden LeClaire there showing good defense. That pass by the Seahawks was intercepted by Andrew Skornick.
Seahawks playing a possession game at midfield. Ventura tackled by John Christie. But the entry in from Ethan David.
The overhand right-handed throw. Back in the feet of Nathan Salomon.
Solomon slides it in, and then Nathan Reed slides to pick it up. Adjusts his shorts after that slide. Hopefully clear out any pellets from the turf. Don't want to be doing your laundry with all of those pellets in there.
I'll tell you, the worst is when you go in your bedroom and then they all fall on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Why can't they fall outside the door before you come in? As Mom would ask. Ogiano with a kick. Nice stop by Barreto Santana.
Cat-like reflexes from Santana, throwing his hands up to block that one.
And allowed for only him to get the deflection, the rebound. Now the Seahawks back, looking to attack. Winiarski gets the deflection back. Ogiano spins back on his feet. Could be a long one. Chip in. And it's going to go wide, but last touch by the Bison keeper. I think he knows it. He was trying to bring it in for a goal kick, but Seahawks will set it up for a corner kick. That's Nolan Pina setting it up, but first we'll have a Seahawks substitution. It is number 3, Cooper Costa, seeing some action.
Cooper Costa, freshman from Cumberland, Rhode Island.
He's given Ogiano a breather.
And I believe we have a substitution for the Bisons as well.
In the game for Nichols, number 31, Liam Dinnan. And entering the game for Salve Regina, number 3, Cooper Costa.
Liam Dinnan, freshman, getting his first taste of action in today's match from Ridgefield, Connecticut.
Do you know who went out for the Bison?
I do not.
Approximately 1 minute left in the half.
Let me see on the sidelines who might be on the bench with their uniforms still showing. Could be Winiarski. Nice save by Barrett Santana, but it'll be a corner kick for the Seahawks as the clear goes over the end line.
Barreto Santana is getting his work in today, proving why he's a freshman out there, saving many goals for the Bison.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, one.
And that'll do it for the first half. Our score at halftime is 1 Salve Regina, 0 Nichols. We will have a 15-minute break, and myself and Ed will see you guys after the break.
Resolutions for 2021 are to continue to see our student athletes excel in the classroom, continue to be strong community members reaching out to others, for us to see more of our family, friends, and alumni, and to give every student athlete a chance to win a championship. I wear this so that I remember what our true potential is. Our main goal is to be together in person, cheering on our Seahawks as they compete. Each one will have an opportunity to win a championship and have personal bests. In 2021, I hope to see you here cheering on our Seahawks. Stay well, be healthy, go Seahawks.
I'm Craig O'Rourke, the head men's soccer coach of Salve Regina Men's Soccer. For those of you wondering, Salve Regina Men's Soccer has risen to national prominence over the last few seasons. Our combined record over the last 2 years of playing is 30 wins, 5 losses, and 7 draws. In both years, we were regionally ranked, and in 2018, we rose in the national rankings, culminating in a number 14 position in one of the national polls. During the last 3 seasons, we've had 4 players named All-American, and each year we've had multiple players being named All-Region, and in 2018 we led the entire country with 5 All-Region selections. We are back-to-back Commonwealth Coast Conference regular season champions, and in 2019 we earned the conference's automatic bid to the NCAA. We are always aggressively looking to bring in new talent, and we are looking for technically capable and tactically aware players who are capable of doing our vision across all 3/3 of the field, dependent upon time and score. Any prospective student athlete that is interested in contacting me and sending us information as well as film should email me directly at craig.o'rourke@salve.edu. If you didn't get that email address, don't worry. Just go on the Salve Athletics website and all of my contact information can be found on there, as well as a great deal about the team, including schedule, roster, and team information. Any questions, feel free to email me and get in touch with us, and we will get back to you. It's a point of pride for the entire coaching staff that we respond to every email that comes to our office. Thank you, and best of luck in soccer.